listening to Downworlder Dish, a Shadowhunter Chronicles podcast. Right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 45, where we will be discussing Chapter 8 in City of Glass, One of the Living. I'm Kristen.
I'm Robin.
And I'm Amanda.
Oh my gosh. Hello, my darlings.
Hello.
Are you guys ready for Turkey Day?
Yeah, I think so. Holy cow, have you guys gone shopping?
Oh, I started picking up my groceries because we canceled Instacart because it was too expensive and I was getting very angry at my Instacart shoppers for buying me the wrong shit or crappy shit.
Yeah.
So we started doing
Click list.
Yep.
It's the bees.
And oh my God, it's so much better because these are actual employees of the grocery store who will give you good shit, and then if they don't have it, they upgrade you for free.
Yes.
Well, I like that they text you now to let you know these are your sub options, which if they're really busy, they don't always text.
It's a bummer.
But I click list my grocery shopping last week for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, same.
The only thing that's making me nervous is I had to drop the turkey off at my mom's because I don't have enough room in my fridge. And she didn't put it in the freezer. She just put it straight in the fridge. So it's going to have
fine.
How big is it?
defrosting. It's only 16 pounds.
That's fine.
And she's like, it's still frozen. And she said she usually has to put it in water the night before anyway.
That's what I always do.
Okay.
So it should be.
And by I mean my mom.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that's this year. Obviously, we're abiding by
Samesies.
the. I don't know
restrictions.
Yeah, I guess I was
limitations.
Suggestions.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's suggested here.
It is not. In fact, we were told to call the police if we saw our neighbors having too many people over. Oh, I don't know if Washington's the same. So strong.
I don't know that it's as strong as Oregon right now because of Oregon's cases and like where the hospitals are is so much worse than Washington right now. So I don't think it's the same kind of restrictions, but
yeah,
we're still doing it at home.
Right.
Yeah, the 2 households, 6 people is what we're doing. So just my mom and my stepdad are coming over.
Yeah.
That's 6. Perfect.
Yeah.
I can do math.
Yeah. So which is nice because like I told her, it's kind of like I've been cooking Thanksgiving for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
But she comes over and we like get everything ready and like do the whole dinner in the morning and stuff. And now everybody's sleeping and
That's mommy time. That's great.
That's what I tried to tell her when she didn't want to get up at like 5 a.m. I was like, you're up anyway.
Yeah, come hang with me.
Please love
I made
me.
Andy promise that I was going to get Bailey's, and I'm going to start drinking early this year.
I bought eggnog,
so
and I'm going to go
excited.
buy bourbon.
Okay, I don't like eggnog, but I might if there's alcohol in it.
Do you put rum or bourbon in it?
I don't know.
Googled
Probably
and
bourbon.
I had thought it was whiskey, but that would be icky, so that makes more sense.
Bourbon is whiskey.
Yeah,
it's just
different.
older.
Yeah.
So I have, obviously, I accidentally bought a gallon of Crown Royal. Remember?
I thought you meant you did it again.
Accidentally on purpose.
No, listen to this story, okay? This is how Alec Robin is, okay?
Well, I thought, so they had a sale price, right? So I grabbed it thinking that it was on sale, whatever. So I took it up to the counter and it was not. They had it in the wrong spot. Just making sure anyway, so I took it up to the counter and it rang up for a higher price because they just had it on the wrong thing. And I just was too embarrassed, scared, whatever to say anything. So I just bought it and left. Yep. Which I don't think they would have cared if I just said, oh my God, I thought I grabbed the wrong one. Can I switch it?
Okay, so that's like Bryn when she went to go get coffee. And
she told me about that.
I told her what to get, right? I gave her my order and I gave her money. And so she put on her mask, went in there and got the coffee and I got gas. And then I looped around and picked her up. And I was like, for one, I was like, fuck yeah, she's old enough to do this shit. So I don't have to do it.
Yep.
And so she gets it and she's like, I'm sorry, Mom. She's like, they gave you an iced latte, and I know you wanted a frappuccino, but like I was too embarrassed to say anything, and I didn't want to be rude. And I'm like, I totally wanted a latte. That's exactly what I told you to get me, so it's all good, bro.
That's so funny. That's not how she told me the story. She still acted like she got you the wrong thing. That's so funny.
No, I told her it was the right one.
So cute.
But yeah, she was like, I was too embarrassed. I didn't want to be rude and tell them that they did the wrong thing, so I just took it.
Yep. In Robin's case, No one made a mistake but her, and she was still embarrassed.
But they put the sign on the wrong thing.
I guess
and
that's a good point.
Want to have to like, I didn't want to seem like I was like, you have to give me the price because you made a mistake or whatever. Because it wasn't about that. So I just didn't want to like give off those vibes. So I just bought it. And so obviously we still have it because I'm the only one in my house that will drink it, and I cannot drink a gallon of whiskey in like 4 months. It's just not my jam.
Because it's not Buchanan's.
So gross.
I've never even heard of that.
Buchanan's way.
Awesome. Yeah, so I was thinking maybe I could use that, but I think actual bourbon would probably be better.
Yeah, probably, I feel like it would be.
And I can just get like a small one or whatever. I don't know.
I'm excited. Yeah.
Because I don't have to drive anywhere.
Exactly.
Right.
And it's a great way to stay in shape.
It really
is. The only thing I can think
I am so excited for Thanksgiving because this is the first year that I get to do Thanksgiving.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's exciting. Is it just you guys?
Yeah, my little brother is coming over, but
what size turkey did you buy?
Well, so I ordered a 10 to 14 pound turkey. They did not have them, so I got an 8-pound turkey, but that's fine because I don't eat meat.
Right.
Right, that's what I was wondering.
And there's only going to be 3 other people.
Well, yeah.
We got a huge one because my family basically just eats meat. So.
We got 16. It was perfect.
Yeah, ours is almost 19.
Well, because my thing was like so I got this gravy or whatever, and they were they didn't have it, and they didn't have anything to sub with. So then I sent Omar to the store to go get it like the next day after, and he was like, "There's only like 4 left." I'm like, well, "I'm sure a lot more people are cooking that."
Yeah.
Hadn't cooked before or whatever. So
yeah, I'm really excited. Because I'm a psychopath. I've got so I have my cleaning checklist, and then I have my to-do list, and then I have my breakdown by dish to-do list, and then I have my schedule, which is broken down by minute on what I need to do and when in order to successfully get food on the table at 2:30.
That is crazy. I love it.
I am so excited. I'm not going to follow any of it, but I'm very excited.
I've always done Thanksgiving, and for me, it's no big deal. I'm just yeah, whatever. I'll do it as it comes. Which is weird for me because I'm such a planner. That's normally what I do. So I just wing it.
yeah, I don't know. For me, so my mom cooked the first year that she came over, and I watched her. And then the second year, I just did it all. She told me what to do, but I did it myself. So this year, obviously, I can probably do it. But my thing is, everybody wants to eat it the way that mom cooks it.
Yeah.
We don't cook the same way. So it's I'm trying to, mold into,
Oh, yeah,
everybody's expecting to eat my mom's stuffing and my mom's potatoes and my mom's whatever. And we don't cook the same. And I honestly don't, American food is not my, it's not my forte. I don't make a lot of it.
Right.
So, I'm just nervous, obviously.
This is where I shine.
And then my
potatoes and meat.
my oven cooks faster.
Oh yeah, it does.
So we take that in consideration and stuff too. I don't know. I was telling Omar, I was it would almost be better. Can I just make some birria and we can have some tacos? I'll make quesadillas for everybody. It's delicious. No, you guys don't want to do that on Thanksgiving? Okay, turkey it is.
Yeah.
But it's nice that you don't have the pressure of your whole family being there,
yeah.
so you can figure it out and do it the way that you want to do it or whatever.
Right. And my mom's coming to hold my hand, so that's nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Now that you guys know all of our stories about Thanksgiving,
right,
an American holiday that probably not a lot of you even celebrate.
It's really just an excuse for Americans to eat.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
We're really good at that.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Awesome.
All right, folks, let's cut the chit chat and kick things off with Robin's recap.
Previously on Downworlder Dish.
Our fanfic begins with Jace meeting Simon in the still of the night to check up on his super special little guy. Simon lets him know about Quizzy Two Times' diabolical plan to frame the Lightwoods, and that's why he must stay imprisoned, but he needs blood or else he might crack. In the morning, Sebastian wakes up Clary by vandalizing her bedroom window. He tells her that he knows where to find Ragnarfell, and the pair ride off into the hills together, making horrible, invasive, small/big talk along the way.
Ew.
When they arrive at Ragnar's, Clary is shy as surprised to see Magnus there. Since Clary has zero chill, he freezes Sebastian and takes her inside to the scene of a crime, letting her know that Ragnarfell has fallen to his death. However, he left Magnus a secret message telling him all about Jocelyn and how to find the Book of the White. Sebastian and Clary leave and take a jaunt over to her burned family home. He tries to put the Mac on her, but she's just not that into you. Him. It. Ew.
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 Ow.
Like, ow.
Ow. Once again,
Simon wakes up in his cell to find a thermos of blood at his window with a note from Isabel. And the note says, Simon, this is cow blood, fresh from the butcher's. Hope it's all right. Jace told me what you said, and I want you to know I think it's really brave. Just hang in there, and we'll figure out a way to get you out. XOXOXOXOXOXOX Isabel.
okay, is the X a hug or is the O a hug?
Okay, I've always thought O was the hug and the X was the kiss.
I think it's opposite.
I do too.
You're probably right.
I think your arms cross over when you hug and your mouth makes an O when you kiss.
Okay.
But I don't know.
That's a different way to kiss, but okay.
That's how I do it.
I had a
like
boyfriend in junior year that kind of kissed like that. It didn't last long.
My husband's a special kind of guy.
Yeah, that's a pretty friendly note.
Love it.
From Isabel. Although Simon is kind of like sacrificing himself for her family. So like, whatever.
Whatevs.
I get it. But the warm and fuzzies Simon was feeling after reading Isabel's note are short-lived, because just as soon as he cracks open his breakfast, he's startled by Raphael's sudden appearance in his cell.
Dude.
So since Simon's still a baby vamp, he's a bit confused by his new visitor, seeing as it's like daylight outside. And as far as Simon is concerned, he's the only daylighter around at the moment. Of course, Raphael, none too kindly, explains that of course he's not in the guard. It's a projection. Duh. Which seems to be like Raphael's like favorite trick.
Yeah.
Right? Like, he's like, I really like the power to project.
Yeah, no one else does it as much as he does.
No. So Raphael, the grumpiest 14-year-old vampire ever.
So true.
has a bone to pick with our dear Simon. You see, Simon didn't notify the head of the New York vampire clan that he was leaving the city, something that he's apparently required to do. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
So, like, okay. This has never been mentioned before.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Raphael's fucking with him?
No.
You don't think he is?
I think that there's a lot Simon doesn't know because he's not hanging with them. Like, he didn't even know who his vampire sire was.
Right. But, like, didn't Raphael identify himself as the leader of, like, the Manhattan clan, not necessarily the New York? Like, all of New York's vampires are under one clan?
Right.
And they all live in this one ramshackle motel or hotel?
I don't know. Manhattan seems like the place to be.
Right. But, like, I have more questions. Like, this, it just seems very suspect. And I'm like, all we know about Raphael.
I killed her. She died. It's Robin. She's gone now.
Sorry.
So, like, all we know about Raphael is that, like, he's super, like, secretive. Mm-hmm. And a lot of the time for no reason.
Yeah. For fun.
Just because he likes fucking with people. So I'm like, I wouldn't put it past him to, like, bullshit about this.
Yeah.
But there might be. I don't. It just seemed weird.
I think that maybe so they can keep an eye on him in case he does some Clary shit.
I guess. But I'm like,
I don't know.
You're a vampire. They don't own you. Like, do you lose all of your freedoms as an American?
You don't own me.
I like it.
Merca.
Oh, God.
You gave up all of your rights as an American when you became a vampire.
Yeah. Fuck.
The Constitution doesn't cover dead people.
The vast majority of our listeners are not American.
Good for you.
They're like, no one's as proud as you are. Okay, calm down.
Put your eagle away.
Right. That's freedom time. We had freedom time last weekend with daylight savings.
Dude. I'm so glad it's over.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
It's over, right? Or is this when it starts? It's over.
It's over.
Yeah.
Yes.
Always. I want this to always be it.
Uh-huh. To always get an extra day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
No.
Or an extra hour.
Yeah.
Not an extra day.
yeah, I
It's
want
not leap
daylight
year.
savings time to be gone. Yeah.
I want it on.
No.
Yeah.
I'm so tired of it being dark when I wake up. I'm so excited about this.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So, enough with the crazy American talk.
Yeah, I'll fight you.
We apologize.
Daylight savings.
So yeah, we don't know if Raphael's fucking with him, but it's possible.
Yeah.
So Simon, because he can't help himself, points out the inaccuracy of Raphael's statement because last he checked, Raphael was not the head of the New York vampire clan. Someone else was. So I identify with Simon in this moment because, like, I understand the compulsion to have to, like, verify, like,
point out.
inaccuracies and
Yeah.
to be like, are you sure? Like, I just want everyone to have the correct information.
Make sure we're all on the same page.
I used to do it at my corporate job. It was like if someone like said something, I'd be like, that's not right. You need to check your facts. Like it would bug me. Like it was a compulsion. I could not help myself. I'm like, you're wrong.
Wrong.
I was like, you're sitting there, I'm all sweating in a meeting. I'm like, wrong. Lies. The pen is
The goddamn pen.
blue.
Royal blue? Was that what you said?
Yeah, royal blue. Jesus. What did you just do?
I took my glasses off to rub my eyes because my mascara is bleeding into them and it's stinging me, and then my microphone hit me in the face.
Oh, I thought you were trying to lick the
It
Cheeto
was
dust
like
off your
this.
off your mic.
No, that's freaking William, but it's really cute.
It is cute.
Okay.
Okay. Whew. All right. Raphael is like, yeah. Camille's not back yet. I'm still running shit in her place at the moment, so shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
There's some bickering back and forth, and Raphael is well and done with Simon's stubborn, pain in the ass attitude. And
I hear you, bro.
Right. In an expression of frustration, he says, Dios. And Simon's like, wait, what? You can say that word? Like, for realsies,
Yeah.
you can say that word? And Raphael tells him that it takes time to learn how to say God when you're a vampire. But because he's an ass, he says it in a super condescending way and ends it with calling Simon a fledgling, which does not go over well because Simon doesn't want to be a vampire and it brings up old trust issues. So, you know.
So weird that you would need practice to say God.
It's a thing.
It's weird.
Yeah. That pesky damned soul.
Yeah.
That's why I'd rather be a warlock.
I haven't decided. To be determined.
Right, because you don't want to be a fairy anymore.
No, I don't. Definitely not.
They bitch at each other for a while, and Raphael finally gets to the point of his visit. He heard through the vampire version of Gossip Girl that Simon gained his daylighter ability by drinking the blood of a Shadowhunter. Simon pulls a Kristen and responds with way too much information, definitely tipping his hand and showing that it's something that he's given a lot of thought to, and therefore negating his denial entirely. Same. Raphael doesn't say it, but it's pretty obvious that he's close to the truth. He's like, I'm in the ballpark and I know it,
Yeah.
but I'm not going to say anything.
I'm warm.
I'm not going to let you know that I know that you know that I know.
But you don't know that I know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm glad we could clear that up. One of the things I love so much about Raphael is, as a character, is that he rarely ever comes out and says what he wants or needs or whatever. And he likes to fuck with people and dole out as little information as possible to get the desired response. And, like, he doesn't give up. When he does give up information, it's usually with an insult and, like, a threat attached. But it's not something that needs to be kept a secret. Like, like he's just like, fine, I will tell you.
like when he just dumped Simon's body, like at the institute.
Dunk. I brought him here because I didn't want to have to deal with you people. All right. Yeah, Raphael's the best. I like him. So, in what?
You mean the Foxy TV version, Raphael?
That's not 14.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely.
I can't wait.
That jawline.
for some
I
screen time.
can't.
I can.
I mean, yeah, I
can.
I definitely could. So, in the way only Raphael can, he casually mentions that Simon himself is a hot commodity at the moment. Just about every Downworlder wants to get their hands on the famous Daylighter. And when pressed by Simon, Raphael admits that he too wants to get his hands on Simon. Not in the fun way, though. Because that's when things get cryptic as fuck. Raphael says, "Perhaps I am alone in thinking that the ability to walk in the daylight might not be such a gift as other vampires believe. We are the children of the night for a reason. It is possible that I consider you as much of an abomination as humanity considers me."
I'd like to know why.
I know. Let me pick your brain, bro.
Seems like a pretty cool talent to have.
Because he doesn't like Simon.
Yeah. He's jealous. He's soup's gel.
Probably. But Raphael, get off my lawn, Santiago, is nothing if not fair and offers Simon a deal. Raphael will promise not to come after Simon and kill him if Simon promises to run away and never talk to anyone from his mortal life ever again. Seems totally legit.
Yeah, deal.
Simon's like, no dice, bud. I know your little secret. You go and meet with your family every Sunday, and you're a big, fat hypocrite. I won't do it. Raphael's response, though, is pretty intense. And he says, what my family believes doesn't matter. It's what I believe, what I know. A true vampire knows he is dead. He accepts his death. But you think you're still one of the living. It is that which makes you so dangerous. You cannot acknowledge that you no longer live, or that you are no longer alive. Like, okay, he has a point.
Mm-hmm.
But leave Simon alone. You don't have to micromanage every vamp in New York.
But he's not, like, I get it. You're dead, whatever. But you're still living. Like, you're still, I don't know, having a life, I guess.
Well,
So
I
it's
think
weird.
the issue is Simon is not embracing his vampism. And he's wanting to live like a mortal.
Which I imagine would be normal. Like, who
Right?
wants to just jump into this dark life?
Right?
It's weird. Especially when you have this power to walk in the daylight.
Mm-hmm.
And especially when you have a leader as curmudgeon-y as Raphael.
Yeah.
Like, you're kind of a dick. And a pain in the ass.
We don't like you.
So, we leave Simon and Raphael in the cells of the guard. Because they're too much.
Yep.
And Clary arrives back at Amatis's house, homesick and both physically and emotionally exhausted. Amatis meets her in the hallway to let her know that Jace is there to see her. Fun times!
Yay!
Fucking hell. Before we get into the clace of it all, I have a bone to pick with our shitty little heroine. I have 2 bones to pick. So, first of all, Amatis tells her that she'll be upstairs if Clary needs her. And Clary's internal monologue goes full on snotty teenager. Like, I was reading it, I'm like, you fucking bitch. I was like,
Seriously?
How dare you? As a mom, I'm like, oh, you little entitled little motherfucker. Like, you deserve my foot up your ass is what you deserve.
Spanking.
So, I'm going to quote her internal monologue. Clary couldn't imagine what she'd need Amatis for. Listen, Linda, teenagers aren't the end-all be-all of civilization, okay? I can think of several scenarios in which you would most assuredly need an adult to supervise. So sit your little bitchy ass down.
Like if you fell into Lake Lynn.
Right. Probably, bitch.
Yeah.
Secondly, she sees that Amatis has gone out of her fucking way to put out bread and butter and cheese, a bowl of fruit, and she even baked cookies. And fucking Clary in her head is just like scoffing at the fact that Amethyst baked cookies. And I'm like, dude, what? She's like, I can't believe she made cookies. Like, what?
It's so rude. It's because they're not cream cheese sandwiches. Remember when she ate the cream cheese sandwiches?
From Madame Dorothea?
Yeah. Cucumber sandwiches, right?
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was.
We agreed it was cream cheese because I can't handle the fact that it was mayonnaise.
Right.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, so anyway, I get that Clary is
Yeah.
in a shitty mood. Like, she's just been, like, accosted by this dude. I understand her grumpiness, but she doesn't have to be an asshole to Amethyst, who's been nothing but nice to her.
Like, who the fuck do you think you are? That is just...
Right.
I don't like that at all. Not
Right.
at all.
You're a guest in somebody else's house.
And the person that brought you there isn't even there. She's literally just allowing you to be there because she's a nice person.
Right. Fucking assholes.
Yeah.
Anyway, she's ungrateful and epically entitled, and it makes me want to throat punch her. So, moving on. Back to our previously scheduled programming of teenage angst and drama. Clary walks into the kitchen to find Jace looking almost as good as the snacks that Amethyst put out. Gotta admit it. Hair tousled, shirt unbuttoned at the top, recent injury, all while holding a freshly baked cookie. And then he ruins it by opening his mouth.
Fair.
Yeah.
Most men do that, to be fair. Jace asks Clary where she's been, and we get a little satisfaction for putting up with his douchery as of late when she tells him that she was with Sebastian, aka the challenging alpha. Clary is definitely enjoying getting a little payback because she adds that Sebastian walked her home the night before. And if you're following along at home and reading between the lines like we are, what she's really saying is, hey, dickhead, remember when you told me off and basically ran me out of the Penhallows last night without making sure that I was okay? That guy you've been in a pissing match with since you got here came after me and made sure I was safe. And then we spent the whole day together, and now I'm exhausted and you'll spend the rest of your life wondering why.
That was beautiful.
Yeah. So Jace attempts to apologize for his previous behavior, but it sours as soon as he asks Clary yet again to go back home without telling her why.
Oh my God.
You know, insanity is just repeating the same thing over and over again, right?
Yep.
Like, come on, buddy. So, but as we all know, Sebastian has given her some vital information, which she wastes zero time using.
As would I.
And she says, quote, "What are you worried about?" She asked tonelessly. "That they'll throw me in prison like they did Simon?" Mic drop. So, but then Clary has to go and ruin it all by making assumptions, one step forward, two steps back every fucking time.
Yep.
So Clary accusing Jace. Clary's fuck. Stop with the fuck counter. So Clary's accusing Jace of bringing Simon to Alicante and then just letting the Clave lock him up. Totally sounds like Jace, 100%.
Yeah.
Definitely. Clary's not the only stupid one in the family, though, because Jace is also an idiot, and he thinks that he's the devil for loving Valentine. So he just agrees with Clary's assessment without clarifying several points that would help explain the situation and not make him look like a monster. But, you know, whatever. And then because of these actions lead us to this point where the worst house guest on the planet then proceeds to throw not one, but 2 plates at Jace's head, shattering them.
I was so
Yeah.
mad when I read that.
I'm like, bitch, who do you think you are?
Do you even know where the broom is to clean that up?
Right?
She left it there for her.
She's such a little brat. Not what I wanted. Yep.
What?
See you next Tuesday.
Yes. So Drace. I'm so upset I can't say names right. Jace tries to calm her down, telling Clary that Simon is in jail, but he's fine. Jace even saw him last night. But that doesn't satisfy Clary. The following exchange is so Clace, I can't even, so I'm just going to quote it. Before or after I saw you, before or after you pretended everything was all right and you were just fine. You came away with that thinking I was just fine. Jace choked on something almost like a laugh. I must be a better actor than I thought. Can you say dysfunctional?
Yeah.
Like, I can't, these teenagers. So, anyway, then Clary attacks him. The end. I can't.
Book over.
You fucking dysfunctional motherfuckers.
Yep.
You need to either, like, honestly, I think their relationship would be healthier if they just decided to be together.
Dude.
And, like, just, like, fuck it. Yeah, we know we're siblings. Fuck it. We don't care. We'll promise not to have kids.
Yep. We're fine. That's what I think they should do. So, it's cool. Well, of course, Jace has skills with a Z and is much faster than Clary. He was able to grab her hand and stop her from hitting him before she even knew what she was doing. So she accuses him of bringing Simon there on purpose to turn him over to the Clave because he's never actually liked Simon. Which, I might add, is exactly what he thought would happen because she's a little childish. I don't know. Maybe? I don't know. Jace points out the scar on his wrist is from where he saved Simon, letting him drink his blood.
I want to drink your blood.
Thank you. He explains to her that despite what Sebastian says, which is basically Jace brought Simon here, and Alec just walked him straight up to the guard. Jace brought Simon there by accident. He finally tells her the truth about his weird plan to keep Clary away from
But he doesn't tell her the
Idris.
whole truth.
Right. Like,
right?
I don't think he does. I think you're right. I think he kind of went into the truth, but
Like, he said that he tried to bring Simon there to try to convince him to convince her to stay.
that's right. That's
back.
right. Yes.
Not that.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right. So, partial
People
truth.
really need to stop lying to each other.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to come out. It's Simon. He's going to tell her. Just tell her the truth, dude.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. So,
Clary just has a mortal sword in her back pocket. Say it to my face.
Right.
So anyway, Alec only took Simon up to the guard because it was the only portal in Idris, and like the Clave wanted to talk to him, but that's how you could get him home. So question time. Is this the only permanent portal? Obviously, Clary created a portal to get there, but maybe that was just a one-way ticket kind of thing. Like, is it closed now? Does this other one have to stay open all the time? I would like to know, is it always like glimmering? Do you have to activate it? I want to know.
I feel like the portal at Madame Dorothea's was always running.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
that was a
yeah.
5-dimensional door. I don't know that that's necessarily the same as the portals that the warlocks create.
Okay.
But we have not been given enough information to really say
That's right.
what's what. Well, and then the portal at Renwick's was in a mirror.
Uh-huh.
So, like, they're not all the same. So I don't know if there's, like, different...
Interesting.
Like,
yeah.
some allow only travel within this dimension. Some allow travel in multiple dimensions. Like, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Well, whatever. It's interesting. So Clary is just pissed about the entire thing. Just mad all over. And she's like, bro, you believed that they were going to send Simon back? How could you be so blind? After what the last Quizzy Maguire did? Jace reminds her that she is a noob and he is an expert level Shadowhunter and he has the experience with the Clave. They normally abide by the law. And Claire's like, yeah, but they didn't. And poor Jace is just so exhausted. He's like, I know. He points out how frustrating it is that they're not following the law because it almost proves Valentine is right, that the Clave needs cleansing.
Ugh,
Gross.
Such a gross word.
Yeah. And Clary slightly agrees with Valentine's beliefs that the Clave needs to change, but not in the way that he would like.
Right.
I think we all feel that
Agreed.
way.
I feel like we
Thanks
talked
for
about
the clarification,
this.
but
Yeah.
agreed.
We talked about this on our City of Ashes wrap
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Nope, it was not a book.
So Jace apologizes to Clary, telling her that she has every right to be upset. Very good. Good boy. I feel like he's losing himself a little bit, and I'm really sad for him. So he says, I shouldn't have trusted the Clave. I wanted so badly to think the Inquisitor was an abnormality that she was just acting without authority. That there was still some part of being a Shadowhunter I could trust. I just feel so sad for him. It seems, I don't know, it seems to me like most of the Clave is probably still trustworthy, and there's a few kind of thrown in there. Obviously, the last Inquisitor was batshit, and this one seems to be taking his position a little too seriously. Like, he wants to prove himself almost, but I don't know. Maris seems good, I guess, and the Lightwoods are good, so I'm just hoping that the Clave is...
Okay, here's my only, I think this is Jace not being truthful.
You think he's pandering?
With himself or with Clary. Because he, freaked out on Alec. How could you just leave him there? Why didn't you walk him in? Why didn't you figure out what was going on? Like, he knew the Clave wasn't trustworthy. Yeah. This is his way to make it so Clary's on his side.
That's a good point.
Like, I don't think he's really... Or maybe he's, as she's talking, he could be, having these revelations while he's saying it. But I don't think that was his intention initially, as the get-go, because he didn't want to let Simon leave the Penthallows. And then when Alec got back, he was like, oh yeah, because the last Inquisitor was so fucking great.
That's a really good point. I hadn't thought of it that way. Yeah.
I think you're right. I think there's a lot of there's a heavy dose of manipulation in this conversation. But at the same time, I also think that he's not he's saying it out loud for the first time, because when he told Alec's like, whoa, you sound like Valentine. And he was not comfortable with that comparison.
Right. Let's just say maybe he's having these, when you're having a conversation and then you're
he's convincing himself that he did trust them, but I don't. I think it's more of this is a better way to say it.
Yeah, that makes sense. He could have been shower thinking and just man. Dang, man. Anyway. Clary still standing very close to Jace. I think it literally says their knees are touching.
Yeah.
Whose knee? That's weird.
Your whole body's touching if you're standing and your knees are touching.
They're not the same height. Clary is very short. So how are their knees touching?
I saw that meme the other day and I was like, fuck. Because Clary's 5 foot and he's over 6 foot. Yeah. There are foot difference. Do you know how much a foot is?
Apparently it's all just torso difference. Right. They have the same legs.
Andy and I have the same inseam.
Jace looks like me. Yeah. Just short ass legs.
Oh, that's great.
That's great. It's gotta be
he's bent down.
Yeah, he's crouching.
Right.
I don't know. But then their knees still wouldn't touch. Your bones don't crouch.
No. If she is 5 foot, and she's an average petite 5 foot. All right.
So not you.
Right. My height. That's
and
right.
he's over 6 foot. So say he's 6'1" or 6'2".
Yeah.
Okay. His knee is at her pelvis.
Yes. Definitely.
She is 100%
Yeah.
It's stupid. Wrong. It's all fucked up.
Well, it's weird to see your knees are touching. Your knees are inset from the rest of your body. How would they be touching?
Right.
Even if you were the same height. It's just weird.
Are you both leaning back and trying to limbo?
Touch our knees together.
It's weird. And no one wants to stand that close to anybody. I'm sorry. I don't care if you just brushed your teeth. I don't want you to be breathing the same. I don't want to be breathing your exhaust.
Yeah. He just ate a cookie, so I guess he has cookie breath, but
that's delicious.
Yeah, I don't know.
He could have given me CO2 poisoning.
It's less about the smell and more about the heat of the air.
Okay.
I don't want to breathe your I was gonna say tailpipe.
Your tailpipe. Oh my god.
Let's keep rolling.
All right.
Too much.
So anyway, they are very close. They're standing really close to each other, and he just told her all this really sentimental stuff, regardless of how he meant it. That's how it is. And so she whispers basically to him, and she's like, Jace, take me to see Simon. It was awkward. And he's like, no, you're not even supposed to be here. That's a terrible Clary idea. And Clary is worried that Simon will think everyone has abandoned him. And I'm like, dude, he's in jail. Do they allow visitors? Like, does he get visitor time? No, bitch. This is not regular jail, okay? I doubt he would think that he's been abandoned. You dum-dum. But
Well, and the fact that he probably doesn't even know Clary made it.
Yeah. No, he doesn't, because Jace let him be convinced that Clary was not there. Because he's like, oh, thank God you were right. Thank God Clary's still in New York.
Yeah.
And Jace is like, not gonna
Wink,
go
wink,
there.
nudge, nudge.
So Jace tells Clary that he already went to try to break Simon out, but Simon was like, namaste here. And he told Clary the gist of what's going on. Alderwood, whatever. Trying to convince Simon to turn on the Lightwoods and tell a story that didn't really happen. And Clary wonders what we're all thinking, and is Simon just going to like stay there forever? What's the plan here? So all of a sudden, she just comes up with a plan, and she's just like, okay, so here's what's going to happen. And it's basically just a plan to get everyone in trouble. So everyone can be in a public place so that they have an alibi, and Magnus can just like simply break Simon out. No big deal. I mean, so then Jace breaks the sensible truth to her that Magnus wouldn't do that. Not even for Alec, because it's stupid. Stupid. So Clary tells Jace that Magnus might do it for the Book of the White. And she tells him the story about the Ragnar, Magnus, and the book, whatever. Ragnar/Magnus,
Okay,
same person.
I forgot for a split second that Magnus told her to get Jace to take her to the Wayland Manor, because I was going to be like, dude, you just got that secret.
Telling the secrets again. You just got that secret. I love it.
There's like a timer on her arm, and when it goes down, she just has to blurt it out.
No matter who she's with, she's like, fuck. I gotta tell you about this super rare
secret.
spell book. It's secret.
Agnes told me not to tell anybody.
It was Agnes. Oh my gosh. Well, anyway, so Jace realizes that Magnus is not only upset about the death of his friend, but also that Valentine has a warlock doing some black magic. And they realize that they need to get the book before Valentine can, because they have no idea what he could want to use it for. So Jace, she kind of mentions that it's in the Wayland Manor or whatever, and Jace knows right away where to find it, which is so annoying, because I'm just wondering how Valentine wouldn't thought of the same thing. But I guess you pointed out that he didn't know it was there, that Jocelyn had it. But
in my mind, I'm thinking Jocelyn probably hid the book while the Waylands were still living there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so when he came in, I'm sure he didn't take all the books off the shelf to paw through them.
No, they have
especially when he didn't think that they were like...
Yeah, so in my head, it's a wealthy family's European manor house. So it's like extra.
Okay.
Right? So they have like a library where it's like you just bring your extra books and you put them on another bookshelf. Like there's just too many books. You wouldn't like take them all out and replace them.
But Mom says,
Yes.
obviously, since it opens a secret trap door, he probably would have wanted to look at everything that was on the shelf.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. The whole
Because
thing
it is on the
silly.
same shelf as the trap door, right?
I think it is.
Okay,
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, whatever. Jace knew exactly what it was, which, anyway. So Jace agrees to take Clary to the manor and starts to sing, "These boots were made for walking," because it's like a 5-hour walk. So you better be ready. And Clary pulls out her stelly, and she's like, "Who said anything about walking? I got you. Portal, bitches." Seriously? Doesn't it seem like warlocks can sense portal stuff? So, like, someone's going to know where you're going.
I was going to ask the same thing.
Idiot.
I'm like, didn't Magnus just confirm about portal magic to somebody? Like,
Idiot. Stupid. How many times can I say it?
dum-dums.
So now we go back to Simon. And guess what? He didn't just wake up. So this is great.
Thank God.
Yeah. So this Jafar motherfucker in the cell next to him is Soup's jelly of all of Simon's visitors. And by the way, I think it's really weird that people can just walk up to this jail.
Yes.
Hey, how you doing? I brought you stuff
Right.
to break out of here, basically. It's just crazy.
There's no glass on the windows.
Yeah, there's a nail file in your cake.
We know you have glass. You got 2 glass towers. You can't put glass in the city of glass on the fucking
The window?
bars. Yeah.
I think it's crazy. I wonder if it's because people that are down there usually don't have,
Yeah.
like, nobody would want to come see them.
It's definitely in a dungeon-y basement sort of thing. So I wonder if they're below ground in the windows, like up here.
That's what I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Well, anyway, Samuel says that he knows Isabel brought him blood because she looks so much like her mom that he recognizes her, which is weird. Recognized her. And he points out that if people continue to bring him blood, that the Inquisitor will figure it out when Simon isn't all weak and bothered. So Simon says that he is just holding out for Jace to figure out a plan to get him and his new BFF, Samuel, out. Samuel's like, I don't think Jace would want to rescue me. Besides, it won't matter soon because Valentine is going to come and attack the city and we'll all likely be killed.
He's such a ray of sunshine.
Yeah. Well, Simon's like, oh, tell me the cheese mate. I need to know everything. And he gets on the floor on his tummy and he holds his hands up with his little fists. And he's like, okay, I'm listening to this bedtime story about Valentine's plans. Go on. So Samuel tells him the story about how he was once Valentine's bestie, you know, before Simon, and he knows of all of the plans. And Simon asks how it would be possible since demons can't get past the wards. And Samuel says that although demon blood is needed to take down the wards, demons can't get into the city to do it, but Valentine still believes he has found a way to make that shit happen. So Samuel says that he tried to warn the Clave and was interrogated for like a long time. But they don't believe him since it can't be possible. And the wards have been in place for like forever. So they just don't believe him. Either way, brother, you're gonna die. By the hands of Valentine, other Downworlders, or the Clave. You choose.
Choose your own adventure.
I was going to say, that's a choose your own adventure I don't want. No thanks. I'll pass.
Oh, I love this. That was great.
Clary and Jace are spat out into the Wayland Manor. This place looks like crap. There's a thick layer of dust coating everything and a generous plume flying all over the room. Sounds like a nightmare for my allergies.
This is Robin's worst nightmare.
Okay, I'm sorry, but like I only did my part for this last one. I forgot this whole thing happened.
Oh, okay.
So I'm really excited for next time we record an episode.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's good. However, someone did think enough ahead to draw the furniture and larger items in spooky-ass white sheets. So I'm assuming V-Ting did actually care about the place.
It's weird when that happens. Like, so rich.
Like, okay, it's
just for the aesthetic.
yeah.
right, because it's to prevent dust, I guess, from getting on
I guess dust
furniture.
mites too.
Oh, is that like a thing? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not rich. I don't have anything valuable.
I guess if it was... So the thing that she points out is she thinks it's a grand piano, so maybe they don't want the dust to get inside.
That makes sense.
Oh,
yeah. But still, weird.
So to say music compartments, and I don't think that's the keys.
Yeah.
Okay. I keep squeaking, so just a minute. Okay. Jace, who landed apart from Clary, walks in. He's like, hey, soul sister, how you doing? And Clary says, fine, but she's pretty sure Almatis is going to be pretty mad about her thrashing her house and then opening a portal in her kitchen. But as Kristen would say, it sounds like a problem for later Clary to deal with.
Dude, I'm still pissed about it.
Dude.
So.
Jace agrees with her, but says for what it's worth, he is pretty impressed about the whole portal making business. And Clary comments on how this place looks like something out of a Brothers Grimm novel. And Jace says, yeah, but not the Disney version. It's been a hot minute since he's been here, and the place has really gone downhill. He then points out that they're in the study, and they need to head to the library.
Isn't the study and the library the same thing?
Dude, that's what I was wondering.
Where's Mr. Mustard?
Yeah.
Colonel Mustard.
We're broke white trash bitches. We don't know. We didn't grow up with money.
Maybe
Right.
the study is more like an office.
That's maybe,
Yeah.
yeah.
Where they study? I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, but I have... Oh, never mind. You said that. Never mind.
Okay.
I was like, how does Jace know what Disney is?
No, that was me.
Yeah, I know. I was like, duh. Never mind.
Like, that's actually Cassandra Clare wrote that.
Right?
Yeah, Yeah, but not the Disney version.
I wouldn't put it past him.
It's 1 o'clock in the morning.
They talk about how it's like cold. It's
Right.
always felt cold, but now it's just more dusty.
Cold.
Makes me sneeze a lot.
They head out and down a long corridor that's lined with mirrors. Ew, why? And Clary does
So
what
that Kristen can check herself out.
well, Clary does what anyone would, and she tries to sneak a peek at herself as she's walking down, and then tries to fix her crazy hair.
Yeah.
And Jace, of course, is looking perfect. And she's like, "Why, bitch? Why?" They keep on going down through the hall, and Clary's getting a good look in all the rooms with open doors because she is awesome. And she thinks,
Love is an open door. Sorry.
She thinks back to Renwick's when Valentine had shown this place to Viting before the mirror became Jace's portal meet. And in her mind, she thought that Viting was just hiding out here once he faked Michael Whalen's death, but obviously that's not what happened, unless, of course, he liked living in a dusty mess, and I can't picture Viting being cool with that.
Right?
No.
They finally reach the library, and Jace shoulders away, and it looks like that scene out of Beauty and the Beast when Bella's singing and, like, rolling down the library ladder. As, so, because I actually have one. Anyway. A ladder, that is. As if the rows of books and Jace's directions weren't enough, Clary has to whisper, "This is the library?"
Fuck. She did the same shit at the Institute, too. She, like, was, like, staring at the library. She's like, oh, fuck, and box. She lives in New York. Home of, like, the largest library in the world.
Bitch, this is the kitchen, okay? Cook yourself some dinner. Have a good time. What the hell?
Box. Sugar water.
More sugar. That's Men in Black.
Yeah.
Do that.
Oh, shit.
Jace recollects about sitting under the window seat, reading what his daddy-o had assigned him to. Different languages for different days. And, Clary imagines Jace as a little boy looking out the window, like, over the, like, rolling hills and everything. And then, I didn't write it, but he has this moment where he's trying to remember what days of the week his assignments were.
Uh-huh.
And he's getting upset that he can't remember what day Latin was supposed to be. And Clary's like, it doesn't matter.
Okay, but, like, his dad died, quote unquote, when he was 10. Could you imagine? I can't.
Yeah.
No. There is no way in hell my kid would have the patience to learn. Like, I don't even think, like, I know, like, Viting was abusive and, like, I obviously don't hit my kid, but I don't think I could beat her into submission to get her to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, they say that learning languages at a younger age is better because their minds, like, mold more than, I don't know.
But, like, okay.
That's a lot of languages.
And he said his dad was only his only ever teacher,
Yep.
right?
Crazy.
So, like, fuck, that's a lot of work. Like, I'm trying to, like, half-assed homeschool on Zoom.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is a lot. I don't know.
I don't know how you can do with this.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, shit. Like, let alone teach him fucking Latin.
Yep.
It's a dead language.
It's fine.
But bitches love Latin.
Bitches love Latin.
It's true. So Jace moseys on over to the bookshelf, making his way via witchlight, which sounds altogether horrifyingly creepy. Like, it's this, like, really brilliant white light. Like, there's creepy drapes all over everything. No.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely the beginning of, like, The Ring.
Yes. So, he easily pulls off the simple recipes of
Of New York.
It's like, if she's blonde, you want to add some more paprika.
I don't know. Typos are funny. Simple recipes for Housewives book. And Clary rushes over and opens it. And sure enough, there's a hole cut out of the center. And inside, there's a small book bound in white leather. The Latin title printed in gilded gold. And she was able to make out book and white from the title. But when she opened it, the language was not familiar. And Jace is like, it's Greek of the ancient variety. He did say that. Maybe from when that dude Kristen was talking about was alive. Cornelius, Constantinople, Mesopotamia.
Mesothelioma?
I don't know.
Oh my god! Caligula.
If you say so.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
asks if Jace can read the words, and he says yes, but not easily. But he bet Magnus is going to be able to. I'm talking like that. I'm tired. Okay.
Wait, do they keep up on his Greek and Romanian and Latin at the Institute? Like, can Alec and Izzy speak all those languages too?
No, I think Viting's just a psycho.
So he stopped learning that stuff at 10 and he still retained it?
Maybe he still loved his dad at the time. He didn't know anything bad. So maybe he kept on doing it because he knew his dad would want him to. Like, on his own.
That sounds like something manipulative enough that Jace would be damaged to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I like it.
Jace closes the book and slips it into Clary's pocket. And then they started checking out the other shelves. And Clary's like, bro, help yourself. Take a book. Do it. And Jace lolls at her and is like, oh, little sister, I wasn't able to read whatever I wanted. I don't know why he has to talk like that. I couldn't even touch some of these shelves. I did it once, and it was a journal Viting was writing about his son, Jonathan Christopher. It was the first time that Jace had found out his middle name, and in turn, Valentine whipped Jace with a belt for getting into it.
I feel like that's an overreaction.
Yeah, a little bit.
So Clary reaches up and knocks one of the forbidden books onto the ground in a sample of protest against their fucked up father. So she gets Jace to join in, who knocks all of the books onto the ground in like one fell swoop. Then his ear shot up and he asked if she heard anything.
Did he turn into a wolf?
It said it was like a cat.
Yeah.
Meow. Like your ear's attached. It doesn't move independently of your face.
It could. Maybe he has like, you know, people can wiggle their ears.
They're just wiggling the skin.
I don't know. It's
They
crazy.
don't wiggle like that.
Don't
like,
ruin
And he
my...
can fold his into itself because he doesn't have any cartilage left in him.
Ew.
He can put them inside his ear hole.
Cauliflower
when they
ear.
get cold.
No, I'm just kidding.
It's crazy.
No cauliflower ear.
Yep.
Okay. Clary hones in, activating her Shadowhuntery powers, and also hears this like high-pitched whirring and grinding sound. It was coming from inside the wall. So she takes a step back just as the stone in front of them slides open, and a freaking trap door is there leading to a set of stairs, and it's looming up in front of them.
Nope. Bye. That's not happening. Get out.
Get out.
Valentine lived here.
So my thing, I wouldn't want to go down it because I'd be afraid the door would shut behind you, and how the fuck do you get out? But Clary can portal out of there, so it's fine.
Maybe. She loses her stelly all the time.
This is true.
Mm-hmm.
What if she just portaled you and you had to pee? Like, she didn't even ask if you need to go to the bathroom first.
Yeah, she's like portal bitches and they were gone.
That's fair.
That's stupid.
I'm still hung up on the fact that Jace didn't know his own middle name until he found it in a journal that his dad was. I'm like, what?
My son was in the 8th grade when he realized that his name was exactly the same as my husband's.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Because he's a junior, so yeah. Andrew John Lane. Oh, I have the same name as Dad. Yes, motherfucker, that's what a junior is.
Wait, 8th grade?
Maybe it was 6.
I was gonna say he's like 14.
Yeah.
It took us that long to figure it out.
We were homeschooling, so it must have been 6th grade.
We were homeschooling.
Yeah, I was teaching him his name, apparently.
And then you were like, maybe we should send you to public school.
He did go back. Oh, jeez Louise.
Make sure you've read Chapter 9, This Guilty Blood, for next week's episode.
For behind-the-scenes content and the latest updates, check us out on Instagram at Downworlder Podcast. We'll see you next time.
Bye.